Hey, what's going on, everybody? Justin here, and I just wanted to share a really cool buddy read that I'm excited to get started in the next couple of days or so due to my involvement with Historathon. So I know I plugged Historathon a bunch on this channel, but I just feel like the creator and the co-host are doing a really great job, like kind of promoting it, doing cool stuff, keeping the Discord active and everything like that. I'm going to leave a link to that down below. It's free to join and just talk about like different history stuff that you're reading or have questions about, things like that. But anyways, quarter three, which is the next couple of months, is kind of sort of focusing on the years 1500 to 1820, which is definitely one of my weaker time periods. And somehow a buddy read was formed and they sort of roped me into it. And it's this monster of a book right here, The Enlightenment, The Pursuit of Happiness, 1680 to 1790 by Richie Robertson. This came out, I think, in 2020 or 2021. My edition is about 1,000-ish pages. I think it's like 800-ish of text and like 200 pages of end matter. But I will say, I flipped through kind of the end matter stuff, and I really enjoy how they split the bibliography up into primary and secondary sources. So that's really awesome. But I've only read one other book on the Enlightenment, and I think that's partly why I was like willing to do this. It's a really well-regarded book. I think there's 6 or 7 of us now. I'm starting our own kind of little discussion group for the buddy read and everything, and everyone is welcome to join in. Like I said, I think I've only read one other one, and that was like kind of focused on astronomy, whereas this is definitely just going to be like a wide-ranging overview of, you know, the Enlightenment proper, I guess, which, you know, I think almost kind of deserves a big book in the sense that it wasn't really a singular monolithic kind of event or even like group of people. Different countries kind of had their own like little cliques of enlightened stuff. There was international stuff kind of going on as well. But even in like the United States and the Americas, so I guess the United States wasn't a thing yet, unless you count like Jefferson and stuff kind of at the tail end. You know, the Americas like kind of have their own kind of stuff going on as well. But it's going to be wide ranging. It's going to be covering art and literature and stuff, all the scientific kind of revolutions, everything like that. So I'm philosophical things as well. So I'm really excited to I've been trying to do a little bit more on like the intellectual history side of things, I guess, this year. Been branching out with bigger books too. Usually I usually don't go for these like super like giant bricks. So I think having like a buddy read will kind of make it fun. I think they started like a Voxer group, so you can just like chat back and forth over like kind of what you're reading and what your thoughts are, everything like that. But the Enlightenment really is a period I feel like I should like read and learn more about. It's all you kind of always get the idea that it was like super mechanical, just like super, I guess, I don't know, cold-hearted, I guess, as kind of like a counter to the like kind of religious hysteria, like a little bit before, like in a couple generations before and stuff. But I just wanted to read like just a little bit of the preface here, just to kind of give everyone like a vibe of what's going to be going on in this book, and I thought it was really well done. So, one of the formative periods of European and world history, the Enlightenment is the fountainhead of modern secular Western values: religious tolerance, freedom of thought, speech, and the press, rationality, and evidence-based argument. Yet why, more than 300 years after it began, is the Enlightenment so profoundly misunderstood as the expression of soulless calculation? The answer may be that, to an extraordinary event, we have accepted the account of the Enlightenment given by its conservative enemies. That Enlightenment necessarily implied hostility to religion, or support for an unfettered free market, or that this was the best of all possible worlds. Richie Robertson goes back into the long 18th century from approximately 1680 to 1790 to reveal what this much debated period was really about. Returning to the era's original text, Robertson shows that the Enlightenment aimed to increase human happiness in this world rather than the next by promoting scientific inquiry and reasoned argument. In doing so, Robertson chronicles the campaigns mounted by some enlightened characters against evils like capital punishment, judicial torture, serfdom, and the slave trade, featuring the experiences of major figures from Voltaire to Adam Smith, alongside ordinary people who live through this extraordinary moment. So I just thought this, I don't know, it just sounds really cool, really wide-ranging. Obviously, I think my kind of the thing I'm going to be like most hoping for is a lot of kind of like the scientific kind of revolutionary stuff, especially in like chemistry, for example. I don't really know a whole lot about chemistry, though I know this was like a big deal during this time period. But this is also kind of where you get the germs of the kind of like long history of the Earth and stuff. This is like where the foundations of, you know, maybe the Earth isn't like 6,000 years old kind of like show up. during this time period with kind of the early like geologists and natural historians and things like that. So really excited, yeah, with that kind of thing. And also I've been doing like my philosophy stuff. So I do have a philosophy Discord, and this kind of like ties in a little bit with kind of like intellectual history. For example, Immanuel Kant's like slogan sort of thing, I guess, was "Sapere Aude," and this kind of became like an unofficial motto for the Enlightenment and Enlightenment thinkers, which translates roughly to "Dare to Know." Sometimes it's translated as having the courage to reason and stuff, and like that, the whole concept is just really cool in my opinion. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading it. I don't know how long it's gonna take all of us. We'll probably take it pretty slow. Looks like there's 14 major chapters, so maybe like two big like units a week or something like that, and do it over the course of a month or a month and a half, something like that. But anyways, I just wanted to share everyone with a book that I normally wouldn't pick up if it wasn't for like some bookish kind of like community events and everything. So definitely check out Historathon, check out the Discord, everything like that. I hope your reading is going well, and whether you do buddy reads or not, always remember, read victoriously.